The party that always cries about government overreach is doing quite a bit of overreaching of their own. And I'm talking about the Republican Party, not just generally, but specifically in Texas, where we've always been warned everything's bigger. And I guess government is part of that because you have all of these different areas, cities and counties in Texas that have had ballot measures and have passed city level ordinances saying this is what we want. And big government Republican Texas lawmakers are like, no, you're not doing that. Forget democracy, forget the will of the people, including the will of Republican voters. We don't like it, and so we're stopping it. And we have several examples for you. So the first involves Dallas, like hub of communism, Dallas. Anyway, they voted to decriminalize cannabis possession, and the Texas AG didn't like the fact that they voted for that, so he's taking them to court. Last month, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed a lawsuit aimed at preventing the decriminalization of the possession of cannabis in the city of Dallas. The vote was 67% for decriminalization. This was not close, but screw that. It doesn't matter. They know better than you. Big Papa government, Big Mama government will take care of it. Don't stress your brain out making decisions for yourself about what you put in your body. This is, by the way, the 6th city that Paxton has sued specifically over decriminalization measures, meaning that all over Texas, there are all these places that are like, no, like, we're libertarians, or we think, it's our body, just let us do whatever we want. And they're like, no, we're gonna shut it down. And there's a proposition that could force Dallas to comply with state laws on this. And I want to remind everyone, if we could jump ahead to graphic 5, we have some other things that we can talk about, other examples of the overreach. But the biggest single way that they're doing this is the Texas Regulatory Consistency Act. You might have seen the stories going around back in 2023. It was called the Death Star Bill. It basically meant that local laws of a wide variety of different types that go above and beyond state level laws would be overruled. And as some examples of that, you have like local laws requiring construction companies to provide 10-minute water breaks for every 4 hours of work that you work in a state where it can be really hot outside. And they wanted to regulate that, which went beyond state level laws. So no, you don't get to do that. The idea that federalism matters, that you should have local control of these issues, screw that. Republicans at the state level know better. And bear in mind, a lot of those construction workers who are supposed to, I guess, absorb water vapor from the air itself are Republicans. They're MAGA people. Okay, the sun is beating down on their red hats as they die of thirst. Brett, what do you think?
I love this story so much. Texas wants to outlaw the legalized marijuana. Texas has so many drive-through liquor stores.
Yes.
There's one called Daiquiris to Go I saw on Yelp near Dallas in a posting that is the 10 best drive-through liquor stores near Dallas. Like, it is not about safety. It's strangely about puritanical impulse, like legacies and control over you and what you can and can't put into your own body. These are the same people who don't just let me choose whether I want a vaccine. Let me choose everything except whether I want an abortion. Like, it is so crazy. And is it an indictment of the Democrats that these people go to Republicans? But it's so crazy that there's so many obvious contradictions in the Republican Party, just like this one, where like they're, as you said, they're the party of small government, but if you, the people, say we all actually just want to live this way, the party of personal individual freedoms is going to swoop in and take those things that you voted for from you, the people.
Yeah, and shut it down. And they did it in Houston. They replaced the independent the school district's locally elected board of trustees and superintendent. Texas Education Agency just picked a whole new one for them. Screw all of you. So Dallas, screw you. They tried to screw over Austin when it came to decriminalization. I think they failed that one. Houston too. So just all over Texas, they know better. Like, to the conservatives of Texas, when you had been convinced over the course of years by Fox News to want a strong man, I know that you thought the strong man would always just agree with you on everything, but do you get that that's not how authoritarianism works?
But yeah, and then you're called an intellectual elitist, John, and an academic when all you're saying is like, person with power could use power bad.
Yeah.
That's it. But like that's
Yeah.
how low the bar has been brought by the brain rot of X. The brain rot of X gives you this amazing drug-like sensation that you're so smart when every conclusion you make after all your research is so stupid. That's the drug of the internet. And it drives me absolutely nuts. Like you guys.
That drug is legal.
That drug's absolutely legal.
You're allowed to smoke that if you could manifest it physically. Anyway, yeah, it's just amazing the people who are like, how dare you tell me I can't put colloidal silver in my body, even though you totally could. Outlaw weed. The opposition to legal weed is maybe the most ideologically inconsistent thing about the right. It's madness that they're not the biggest advocates for it.
But that's it.
Remember how mad they got in New York for trying to limit how big a soda could be?
Right.
I just don't get it. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.